everybody. Welcome to a Britpops React.
Hey,
BP1 and
what's
BP2 over there.
Here we are.
Five
Okay.
guns every American should
Yeah.
own. Right. So
All
we're
right.
British, obviously. We don't own guns. We can't have guns. Well,
We can.
to a certain degree, we can.
Yeah, I'll pop a bit more information as we go along.
Yeah,
but,
you can pop it in because he's the gun man over there, old BP2.
I do own a few.
So interesting. That's why we picked this one because we know, you know a bit about guns. I don't really know much about it, but I'm interested to see what sort of guns are available in America and what you should own. Let's have a listen. Let's just have a look, shall we?
Let's see what. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what we should all have at home.
Okay.
Today we're going to try to discuss the 5 guns that everybody should own. We've actually got 3 long guns and a handgun. We decided that the long-range sniper weapon, $2,000 rifle, was out of everybody's range. So we're going to try to get something here with multiple uses rather than have something a specialty item.
Naturally.
I think the first gun you need to get is your handgun.
Handgun.
Glock,
All right.
19 9mm.
Glock 19, yeah.
15-shot magazine. Of course, you always have
One
your
in the chamber.
33 rounders. Have plenty of those with you.
Right.
That's a good
Okay.
handgun to have. That's a good handgun to start with.
Okay.
Next down the line, in order of importance, I think, is to have
So
your
just one thing to
10-22 Ruger.
note there, mate.
Yeah, let's talk about the handgun.
So you can own a pistol in the UK.
Right.
If you get police checks, they'll come around your house. They'll check that you got a proper safe. You've got to have a reason to own a gun. So you've got to be part of a club.
Yeah.
And if you've got a pistol, you have to have a. So it's got to be. You got to have this stupid thing on the end of it to make it over 12 inches long, so that you can't conceal it.
Right. Oh,
So it'll
right,
have-
okay.
On the butt of the rifle, it'll have a long metal pole coming down the bottom, and basically, so you cannot conceal the weapon. But it can be 9mm, it can be 22, it can be over and above that. But again, you need a reason why. The police, you have to send off to the police, get a firearm certificate. Generally, if you're part of a club, you can use them and totally legal. They will check with your gun supply company that you are buying ammo, so that you are using it on a regular basis. So every ammo you buy goes back to the police, and they'll check up on you. Firearm certificate is valid for 5 years. So there you go. I do own a firearm certificate. I've got 2 rifles, and I used to be in the military and fired the SLR 7.62 there. So and the Gympis and etc. So I know what I'm doing.
He says.
He says.
No, I joke. No, well, we've seen BP2's talents on one of our Friday shows, so yeah, all good. All right, let's keep going now. What has he got in his hand there?
Looks like the Ruger.
Okay.
With your VX-25 magazines.
Yeah.
Now,
25
gone through
rounds.
this before. You can kill everything from a ground squirrel to a moose with this.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So that's
Got
the
plenty of
22 Ruger that I
VX-25
got.
magazines. Next in line in usefulness would probably be this Mossberg pump. This is a 12 gauge that's sold as a kit. Now with this gun, you get your 18.5-inch home defense barrel.
Wow.
You get a pistol grip, so you can change it back and forth if this is what you want. And you also
More
get
accuracy.
Right.
a 26-inch hunting barrel with a vent rib. It's ported and comes with 3 chokes. This gun will cover everything from small game, deer, bear, whatever you want to hunt with it. And when you get home from hunting, you can always put the pistol grip and the short barrel back.
Surely
on.
the
You've got a fine
range
little
is
home defender
not so
there.
far though.
You can also get a lot of accessories for this gun if you want to trick it out with different stocks.
Longer
and
barrel
all.
for hunting,
But this
short
comes
barrel
from
for home
Mossberg
defense.
This way.
Right.
Now, last but not least, everybody needs some kind of combat weapon. This is a Bushmaster XM15 ETS.
Everybody needs a combat weapon. Really? But isn't the whole point of having a gun?
Well,
not
home
for combat?
defense.
Yeah,
Home
but
defense.
come on.
You
only need home defense because the other person that's coming to you has got a gun because they let him have a gun. If you didn't have a gun and they didn't have a gun,
yeah, unfortunately, that's a bit where the argument falls down. So on the flip side here, you cannot own any automatic rifles, semi-autos. So I've got a semi-automatic 22 Tipman assault rifle. Looks kind of similar to that. That will, you have to pull the trigger and then it'll fire. So, you can't just hold your finger down.
Sherlock.
Fully automatic.
Yeah.
So as fast as you can pull that trigger, it will fire. So but fully automatic, you just pull your finger down and it'll just go through. So again, over here you can have we can have the AR-15s, but they're called what they call is single pull. So every time you fire it, you have to pull the loading mechanism again to load another round. Right. And they do use those in competition over here. Straight pull, they call it. Straight pull category.
All right.
So
interesting.
You can get them, yeah, but they'll have to be modified. Definitely not any fully automatics.
No.
In the 5.56 caliber M4 configuration, you should also have with your gun as a backup. You can have the 22 drop-in bolt conversion with the 22 magazine.
2.2, different size round.
You have to understand that the barrel of this gun is not really designed to shoot 22 LR, so you're not going to get tack driving accuracy. Now, I fired these before, and you can hit a squirrel or a rabbit at 40 or 50 yards with it, but that's about as good as you're going to do. If you want to shoot more accurately, you have to get a dedicated 22 upper. But this right here can save your life.
Okay.
And I think these are the guns that everybody should own. Eric and I both feel the same way. If you have the money, you can later add some type of a bolt action, high-powered gun like a 7.62 bolt action with a nice scope for long-range shooting. But that's the guns that we think everybody should own.
Right, now everything Barry laid out earlier is definitely right on the money.
This is something from like World War II, isn't it? It's a musket bolt action.
But I do want to throw out the Mosin, the Russian M9130. This is one of those guns that if you and your buddies wanted to go in a couple of grand together, pool your money, you could buy a crate of these things.
Right.
And about 5 crates of ammo for around $2,000. That's a real good, cheap way to arm 10 men.
Wow.
You all get your technique down and train properly on this gun. You can be very deadly in large numbers. Very deadly.
This is not the best advertising, is it? You can arm 10 men.
Yeah, to shoot deer. He said to go hunting with it. Bolt action. I mean, that's a strange choice with all the stuff you got out there. I mean, I own a 2.2 bolt action Ruger. So what he was saying there is, like I say, you can convert a 5.56 to a 2.2.
Yeah.
Rounds are cheaper. So over here, I'll shoot 2.2. You can buy a box of 50 rounds for £5 something or less. As soon as you start going, oh, hello, I've bored him.
No, I was up late last night, mate. The wind was horrendous.
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't hear nothing. Yeah,
as soon as you start going up the calibers, then, you can be up to £1 a round. So going on a day shooting can get quite expensive, So if you can drop in a 2.2 conversion kit, in the army, we used to drop in a 2.2 conversion kit into a 7.62 SLR. You can then shoot it indoors on a 25-yard range, something like that. Okay. So it's still the same, still using the same weapon gun, familiarity. But with lower ammo. So yeah, Mossberg, interesting with all the sort of bolt action rifles they got over there. So there you go.
I wonder how many you can have out at once. So he said sort of 10 of you out there with one of these. How many do you need of you? How many is allowed out at once before you sort of classed as some sort of
army
military unit,
terrorist unit
to take out deer?
Yeah,
don't know. Is there a limit to that? Let us know. I don't know that.
Hunting, I don't know how many people can go hunting. Obviously, you got to be careful that you're not shooting at your body coming through the undergrowth, looking like a moose. All right, mate. Yeah, so
keep going.
Pretty interested. Yeah.
This gun will pretty much kill anything on North America. Shoots a 7.62 by 54. Okay, a good battle-proven cartridge.
Buffalo.
That's been in service since 1891. You got good soft point
I thought so.
out there for it. You can kill elk, bear, moose, anything. Deer, two-legged game.
Shrew, mole.
If you need to.
Two-legged game.
They excel at that.
People.
They're good guns. And if you want a high-power bolt action and you don't want to spend a ton of money, this is definitely a good way to go.
Like Eric said, if you want to arm a dozen people, economically, this is the way to go.
We're up to 12 now.
Well, it doesn't, but we're up to 12.
Not guns at all.
They're good guns. Damn nice rifle.
I mean, this is the
I'd
rifle
say that would be the sniper rifle of the Russians back in the
a lot of people
first.
talk about Mosins because they're cheap, but they really are great guns.
They are.
So this would be a distant fifth.
AK-47 is
if you guys
cheap.
want to get in a
Do anything
high-power
with that.
rifle without spending a ton of money. Right. But we'd strongly recommend these 5 guns would be my go-to guns and Barry's go-to guns. So there you have it.
Okay.
If you can afford it,
Glock.
we were just
What's he got
discussing this before we closed for the day. If you had one of these that was suppressed, with a lot of these magazines, that would be the ultimate
That's a
survival
2-2 again.
weapon. You can snipe with it or whatever you need to do. You can kill game and nobody can hear you. That's a very important thing. People say, "Well, I'm going to run to the mountains and kill squirrels and rabbits and live off of that."
Semi-auto. So that's a semi-auto Ruger 2-2
by the half away. If it's not suppressed.
Interesting. Oh, it's almost finished.
If this gun suppressed, would be the ideal survival weapon.
Okay, fair enough. All right, it's interesting for me because I mean, having not been to America, I still can't comprehend the vastness of it. It'll be done on the channel. I know there's huge. I know there's a lot of people that rely on, meat from wild animals and hunting in that respect. So I do understand that a lot.
Hunt it, kill it, eat it. I mean that's a good a good thing.
Yeah.
Mainly over here, you will have people going out hunting deer and so on and so forth. That's generally with sort of shotguns, stuff like that.
It's more for conservation more than it is for meat and stuff like that, isn't it? It's not.
You will have the gamekeepers, but you will have people that will go out deer stalking and again just to keep the numbers down as well. I mean the final part that he was saying there, if you put a suppressor, so I mean I've got 2 suppressors on my 2.2s. Again, you need those to be on your license. You can't just go in and buy one. You got to have a reason again to have a suppressor.
Right.
Come in from sort of 30 quid to I think mine is £70 each for the old suppressors. Just keeps them quiet. So like he says, you can fire it if you're out hunting and not scare off all the other little farming that you're aiming at. So we can go rabbiting over here, take out rabbits.
Yeah.
If you've got a local farmer, he's having a problem with his rabbits, he'll call somebody in to take him down a bit.
Fair enough. There you go. Interesting. There you go. 5 guns every American should own. There you go. If you're American, let us know.
How many of those have you got?
Own? Yeah. What do you do? Have you got tick any of those? What reasons have you got for having a gun? Or was it just literally for home defence? All right.
But the best thing is you can go into Walmart and buy them.
Can you?
Over there.
Walmart,
Yes.
Can you?
You can go into Walmart. I remember going to Florida, went into Walmart, and they got a section in the middle and you can just arm yourself and walk straight out with your ice cream.
Okay. There you go. Who knew? Until tomorrow for another reaction. It's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from him. Cheers, guys.
Bye.